here's Jack. This kind of music is like heaven to me. Whoop-dee-doo, whoop-dee-doo. It's got me higher than a kite. Hand me down my soup and fish. I am gonna get my wish. Whoop-dee-doo in it tonight. When there's a banjo's drumming, rat-ta-ta-ta-ta, we get a thrill. We always will. Then there's a young accordion stretching out of my world, always smile, 'cause that's a style. And when they do it in the middle, it really is real how to play a tune so sweet. Play a tune so sweet that I could die. Oh, lead me to the floor, hear me up for more, 'cause I'm a hoop-dee-doo in it tonight. There's a banjo's drumming, rat-ta-ta-ta, we get a thrill. We always will. Then there's a young accordion stretching out of my world, always smile, 'cause that's a style. And when they diddle in the middle, it really is a real how to play tunes so sweet. Play tunes so sweet that I could die. Oh, lead me to the floor and hear me up for more, 'cause I'm a hoop-dee-doo kind of guy. Whoop-dee-doo, whoop-dee-doo. I hear a polka and my troubles are true. Whoop-dee-doo, whoop-dee-dee. This kind of music is like heaven to me. Whoop-dee-doo, whoop-dee-doo. It's got me higher than a kite. Hand me down my soup and fish. I am gonna get my wish. Whoop-dee-doo in it with all of my mind. Snow may come, nothing gonna stop me from hoop-dee-doo in it, hoop-dee-doo in it, hoop-dee-doo in it tonight.
Here's Jack. Here's Jack. Jack. Here's Jack. Here's Jack.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have a very, very special announcement. A new approach on this show. Whenever Jackie Love is late for his own show, I will be spinning polka hits. So whenever you hear me go, ein, zwei, drei, you know that Jack is late.
It's about time you showed up.
Yes.
You didn't let me in.
No,
Of
sure.
course, I didn't know that I was going to be talking to a round head, and that's all this morning, because that's all I see. It's like, too bad you didn't put some red face paint on. You'd be completely invisible.
Don't worry, you'll piss me off enough. I'll turn beet red and I'll completely disappear.
Did you just use the P word? What's the matter with you?
I would never.
We have young listeners and viewers.
I
kind of like that.
Yeah, whenever I got a million of them. So greatest polka hits.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do you have what was John Candy's band?
Oh, the Schmingies.
Yeah, and the big hits. Polka, polka, polka.
Yeah. That's what we do here. So there we are.
No, that wasn't it from what was the thing with Macaulay Culkin, that movie?
Oh, those guys. Yeah, they were heading. They were like from Sheboygan, I think.
Yeah, they gave her a ride in their van.
That
was classic.
Yes, Catherine O'Hara was thrilled.
Did you Did you watch effing Star Wars this weekend?
I did. I made it
You did not. To a theater?
to a theater.
Where?
Marcus, the only theater, Marcus North Shore Ultra Screen.
What do you mean the only theater? You better not tell Jerry and Alice that, for God's sakes. You'd be up shit correct.
Well, maybe Jerry and Alice should maybe increase the size of their screen.
You didn't go. Maggie Dobson had it in the big screen at the CPAC.
I went there too for my favorite one, the one everyone hates.
What a surprise!
Yeah,
that would be yours. So, did you enjoy it as much as the first time? The movie.
By and large. I mean, it's one of my least favorites of the original trilogy, but spectacular.
Well, there's only 3. How could it be one of your least favorites? That means
the other 2 are perfect. The other 2 are perfect.
One of my least favorite infers that there are other least favorites.
If I have to put numbers,
rank them.
I would say sure.
Top 3.
For the 3, 10,
Yeah.
10, and 7. If I went on a scale of 1 to 10.
Really?
Yeah, Star Wars 10. Empire Strikes Back 10.
Wooden dialogue.
Okay, well, yeah.
Slow moving.
You go to Star Wars for the dialogue. You also read Playboy for the articles, right?
Well, if you go for the action, you're gonna be very, very disappointed.
Oh, this one actually is pretty action packed. I would say the action
with the little monkeys that brought down the huge
Ewoks,
robots.
Please, Ewoks. What planet are you from?
Not yours, evidently.
No. We have an injunction on you on my planet.
An injunction. It's Mayday. Do you know that?
Yeah, it looks just like it out there, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah. We're getting our wintry mix.
Hoop-de-doo.
Nothing's sticking, but we're getting a mix for sure.
Yeah.
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 Oh, God. Good grief. All right.
Hey, I was excited. I saw maybe Dr. Ben might be returning in some capacity.
Maybe.
It's a done deal.
Read the freaking emails.
I skim them. But nonetheless.
He's back next week.
But I just got this awesome new video from Foreman Fitness. Let's take a look.
K-Tel introduces the exciting multi-exerciser to help you firm, shape, and trim your figure. In your home or in your office, this compact exerciser is perfectly suited to both men and women. Using the multi-exerciser for a few minutes morning and evening could lead to a shapelier, healthier you. Just attach the multi-exerciser to a doorknob. Place your hands and feet in the loops. Now, exercise. The multi-exerciser coordinates the muscle action in your arms and legs smoothly and easily, exercising with rhythm your entire body in the one movement. For improving posture, body shape, or just keeping in good physical condition, the multi-exerciser is great. Exercising is fun when done to music. Kit also includes exclusive K-Tel record of music and instruction. K-Tel's multi-exerciser with instruction booklet and instruction record. $6.99 from K-Tel.
Only $6.99?
There you go.
I love the guy's workout outfit.
Well, it's a hair away from,
is fun
hair away from
music.
Tweety Whitey's.
My God.
Yeah, that was hot. I need a cigarette after that ad.
Dr. Ben next week.
I
asked them to give me some dates. We're going to be shooting video of him. People have been asking about him. They've been saying, "Where's Dr. Ben?"
Exactly.
He's coming back. I think you did him in last time.
I need him more than ever. Clearly.
Oh God. Hope he's not watching this morning. Mr. Bob's needs volunteers for this Saturday. Mr. Bob's underthebridge.org to help down at the park in Milwaukee, Kosciuszko Park on the near south side. Tonight they're having a drop off 4 to 6 p.m. They still are in need of baby and toddler clothing. If you're doing your spring cleaning, please keep this in mind. Specifically, if young ones have clothing that they have outgrown, sizes 0 to 24 months and 2T to 5T. Learn more about how to drop off donations at MrBobsUnderTheBridge.org.
That's where to go.
Java House.
Yes.
Perfect Java House day.
Very much so.
Oh, my God.
Something warm to fill your belly.
Warm. And not only can you get excellent, you just can't beat their Italian roast. No. And their flavors. Keith likes the flavors.
What's Keith's favorite flavor? Do we know?
He always goes,
Here it comes.
You ask Keith. You say,
I like the bacon one.
What's the flavor today, Keith? And he goes, tastes like coffee.
Keith would fit in very well on the show.
Oh my God, he would, and especially Keith's a little Shirley's upset with the show because of all the volleying back and forth last week about our Jackie Decker Day. He's not upset about Jackie Decker Day, but when Patty recommended that we do a float for Jackie Decker for the 4th of July parade, sure. I said that's a great idea, and then I piled on and said, and make it a dual float, one for Jackie on one side and little Shirley on the other.
Aha!
Little Shirley's a little publicity shy, so we got.
Oh, she's not a fan of the float.
She's not a fan of being out in the open talking to people.
Well, we'll change. Well, then we need to show up at her door with some microphones and cameras.
Yeah, definitely.
Clearly, that needs to be the next step in this operation. Ding dong.
Keith is like,
this is a ding dong ditch. This is ding dong.
Just ding dong. Speaking of ding dongs, I saw the greatest. I was Piggly Wiggly yesterday in Hooterburg, and
did you run into Jose Ramon?
No, for once I didn't. I saw him last time I did see him. He said, "Hey, leave some Fresca for somebody else."
I heard about it. I had no idea you were a sick, deranged Fresca lunatic.
When they say it's one 12-pack for $7 or 3 12-packs for $9, guess what? You're going to get those for $9.
Yeah,
anyway,
Fresca.
It's Fresca mixes with everything.
How about a Fresca? Okay, all right. I do like the stuff. It is good.
Better than juice in the morning.
It's
better for you than juice in the morning.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
But I'm walking. I'm on a mission. I got just 2 items in my mind. I'm not going to go over. I usually go in for 2, come out with 80. Not this time. I'm going for 2. I come down the one aisle though, and there's this guy. He had to be 6'3" or 6'4", tall, lanky guy.
Sure, yeah.
Pushing a mini cart, so that looked funny in itself. And then I couldn't help it.
Oh no!
All he had in his cart were ding dongs and ho-hos.
Wow!
Yes.
Wow.
And you said ding dong, and right. I thought that was one of the funniest fucking things I've seen. It is funny.
I'm sure his next stop was the produce aisle.
And he was not 12. You know, he was like our vintage.
Hey, Uncle Jimmy, how do you get so tall? Well, let me tell you.
Not only did he had nothing else in the cart, so that's all you could see. It was just fantastic. I think he was looking for Pop-Tarts.
I suspect the cart was to hide the fact of what he was shopping for, but clearly it didn't work because you were across the aisle going, "Hey!" He was trying to be discreet about it.
He is the shopper of the day. You can see yeah, for sure. Mel's has another new event on June 10th. Mel's Charities. They've been blown away by individuals who find fun, creative ways to help them impact lives. This time, they have Zach DeBoer is running a 100-mile ultra marathon.
I know that.
And that's going to happen on June 10th. And he's running it to raise money for Mel. So if you go to melscharities.org, you can see how to get involved with that.
Right on. It's a very nice thing.
It is.
100 miles, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
Wonder how long that takes.
Who cares?
So?
Did you know that? Yeah, so. And that May Day comes from the French phrase, Mayday.
Oh.
Yes. Which means, help me!
Wait a minute. You're using
Wikipedia
for all of your information.
It's true. And it's also connected to astronomy. May 1st is one of the 4 cross-quarter days.
Oh.
Midday between equinox and solstice.
Okay.
So there.
I'll take it.
All right. The only food I could find today, I sent you a clip. I don't know if we can show it or not. It's National Chocolate. Yeah. It's National Chocolate Parfait Day. Have you ever had a parfait?
I have.
Where? I'm not talking. The only parfait. The reason I ask is the only parfait I've ever had or had a chance to have is from a DQ, a peanut butter parfait, which are wonderful, but those aren't parfaits. I've never had an actual parfait.
Quick Trip doesn't count. That's what you're saying.
Do they have parfaits?
Yeah, they have these little parfait things, and then Walmart has these little parfait things. Like they're like little pudding cakey type of things. They're fine. They work. You know, okay. This guy feels differently. Here we go.
Oh, no, Donkey loves them.
That's right. Here we go.
Cake! Oh. Everybody loves cakes. Cakes have layers.
I don't care what everyone likes. Ogres are not like cakes.
You know what else everybody like? Parfait. Have you ever met a person you say, hey, let's get some parfait? They say, hell no, I don't like no parfait.
No!
You stupid little beast of...
That movie was a game changer for CG animation. I was reading about it over the weekend, actually.
Parfaits?
No, Shrek as a movie. Oh. That was sort of a game changer. Like CGI animation was still kind of, you know, Toy Story was big, but they were like, well, we don't know if there's going to be more of it. But then Shrek came along and just kicked the walls and the ceiling down and pretty much said, okay, this is the thing. So
what a great, I mean, whoever would have thought you could make parfaits funny? That's a funny bit.
Only Eddie Murphy.
Well, we got to find out if AJ likes parfaits. Well, AJ Parfait, it rhymes.
AJ, that's okay. Well, here comes AJ Parfait with
AJ Parfait
on May Day. Getting better by the minute.
What's up, boys?
AJ Parfait on May Day. Good day to you, sir.
Good day. What a wonderful weekend. What a wonderful weekend.
Well, was it? Right. Tell us about it.
Oh, I created some fences with my brothers.
Okay.
You're not alone.
I sense a Vikings fan.
We have the purple and yellow alarms going off here.
How y'all doing?
Good.
How are you, sir?
The Vikings got a C+ for their grade for their draft.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
it's passing.
Yeah.
Hey, what? How do y'all feel about the Aaron Rodgers thing?
Yeah.
I'll tell you how you know how we feel?
Yeah.
I didn't hear nothing.
That's exactly how we feel.
I'm changing my name to Jackie Love. That's how I feel. Jordan Love is the next big thing.
Well, it's going to be an interesting season.
It is. Hopefully it won't be as. Will it be more painful than last year? I don't know. That'd be tough to beat.
Yeah.
Could be. It could be. Not for you guys, but for us.
You realize Aaron Rodgers is following exactly in Brett Favre's footsteps?
Well, he's showing dick pics on text. to women reporters.
No, let's not go that far.
Up for my Instagram.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's get back to your show.
Hey, TJ. Yeah, have a good day.
That's the other J. TJ. We got AJ and TJ. This is awesome.
What's up, guys? So yeah, it was an interesting weekend. We made some fences. We made some did some carpentry work.
Literally fences, or were you mending fences with your brothers emotionally?
No, we were making fences.
Okay, all right.
My brother's building a fence for his yard because he wants to get a dog eventually, and then my other brother's building a deck. So
wow, fence and a deck. Wow, all right.
Is your
so you're sending deck pics?
Deck packs. Did you? Is the agent helpful with that kind of stuff or no?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Was he kind of the foreman, kind of the idea man?
No,
AJ's the foreman.
No, I'm the foreman.
All right.
He and Mr. DeBruyne, our former tech ed teacher. Shout out, Mr. DeBruyne.
Oh boy.
He's our he was helping cut and helping measure and doing all this sort of things. So it was good.
Excellent. All right. Very productive weekend. Wasn't the best weather-wise for this sort of stuff.
No, it was in a shed. We were in a shed.
Okay. That works better then.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So what you got on the sports scene this weekend?
It was draft weekend, so it
Yeah.
was fun. It was draft weekend, so all I gotta tell you guys, we got now. Put it this way: we got a love, we got a Valentine, we got Kraft, and we got Kobe.
Oh,
all right. Wow, I see a lot of potential product tie-ins. So that's good for the year. Potential.
Do we draft any pops or tarts?
No pops, no pops, no tarts.
All I got left.
We got Kraft. We got love. We got love, Valentine, Kraft, and Kobe. So,
all right. Are you happy with the Packers draft?
I'm very happy. Very happy.
Why?
I love the tight ends. I love both the tight ends. I love both the DBs that they got, the safety and the corner.
Okay.
I love the defensive line. The fact that they tried to address the defensive line is nice.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know how many they'll hit on, but
right. We'll you never know. But you saw that their strategy was.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So and you think we have...
And I like the fact that they drafted a kicker.
Why?
Because Mason's done.
You think so?
I think so.
Okay. What makes you come to that conclusion? He had a pretty good year, didn't he, last year?
Yeah, but the distance was lacking.
Okay. All right, you're done dumping on the old guys. Thanks a lot.
No,
way to go, AJ.
Sorry,
man. You're an ageist.
I'm an ageist.
All right. So, anything surprise you about the Packers draft, AJ?
I think the first pick did, but not strategy wise after a while.
Had you heard about Van Ness before this?
I knew he hadn't started, but I didn't know he had such a productive year.
Okay. All right. So you're happy. Any other notes or any other teams that strike you, or any other things about the draft that struck you?
The Lions.
What about them?
Trading DeAndre Swift to the Eagles.
What do you think about that?
It was very shocking to me that they drafted. First of all, that they drafted Jahmyr Gibbs in the first round was very shocking.
Okay.
But secondly, the fact that they traded DeAndre Swift after his production last year was also very shocking.
So, yeah, I read a thing said they really like Georgia guys because Swift is from Georgia, and then they drafted 2 more Georgia guys.
Did you see the Eagles drafted like all Georgia guys?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they drafted all of them?
Most of them.
They swiped 3 Georgia defenders with their first 4 picks.
Yeah. And then DeAndre Swift.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then, so the Eagles and the Seahawks, according to the sports letter, both got A+.
Of course they did.
The A's, Cardinals, Giants, and Steelers.
The Steelers. Did you see how many Badgers the Steelers have now? They have like 7.
They got to be something to them. That must be a good sign.
They got Keanu Benton and they got Nick Kirby from this year.
A-, Ravens, Patriots, Bears, Bengals, and Bills. Packers, B+.
That sounds about right.
Lions. I'm looking for Central Division teams.
The one question I have is the pick of Sean Clifford.
For who? I don't know what that is.
He's the Packers' new backup quarterback.
Oh.
He's from Penn State.
Oh yeah. Why not? I mean, what surprised you? They need one.
I know they need one, but it was kind of high to pick one.
What round did they take him in, AJ?
5.
5th round? That's not that high. Come on, man.
No, I mean it was 149. It was one of their first 2 5th round selections, so it was good.
Okay.
I like the veteran. He's actually, fun fact for you listeners out there. He's older than Jordan Love.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
By 3 months.
By 3 months. Okay. How old is Jordan Love?
24.
24. Okay. Yeah, there's more. That guy Stetson Bennett, isn't he like 25? He got drafted by the Rams.
Stetson Bennett is 25. Correct.
Yeah. I mean, they got some grandpas out in the draft.
And so is Hendon Hooker.
Really?
Yeah.
Who got him?
Detroit.
Damn. He could be good eventually.
He could be good by the time he's 27.
Yep. Anything else about the draft?
No, I got
The Packers made you happy. I have a thing about the draft. I wish that Roger Goodell would stop hugging the players when they get called.
That's so annoying.
It's goofy.
Yeah, the hugs and the handshakes. I don't get it. I mean, I get the handshakes, but the hugs are just kind of weird.
Yeah, that's a strange deal. Okay. Anything else on the draft? Or are we going to close the book on that for now?
Let's close the book on that for now. And,
Okay.
I got Brewers from the weekend. They won 2 of 3. They dropped last night, but that's okay. They won 2 of 3. Burns and Miley won start. They won 3 in a row prior to yesterday.
Okay.
Now they go on an important trip. They go to Colorado and San Francisco.
Why is this one important?
Because it's a West Coast trip.
We traditionally get tarred and feathered on those West Coast trips.
What do you say?
We traditionally get tarred and feathered on West Coast jaunts.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly why it's important.
Yeah.
Not the last one.
No.
Not the last one. We were 7-3.
So what's your prediction for this West Coast swing, dude?
Colorado not very good, and neither is San Francisco. So
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. How many games is it? Is it 6 or is it 7?
You're supposed to tell us. You're the sports guy. What the hell?
I think it's 6. I'm gonna go because they got off day.
Okay.
They got off day on today.
Okay.
Am I the only one who's kind of freaking out about this constant interleague play thing? I know that's a new thing, but I keep saying, "Oh, it's interleague weekend," and it's like, wait a minute, there's no such thing. It's all interleague now.
Oh, it's been like that for years, though, dude.
Yeah,
it's more balanced now.
It's just very prevalent now. Yeah.
I liked watching Mike Trout play yesterday.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's very good at baseball.
I've heard that. Yes. he had two home run shots on Saturday.
Yeah, he's very good.
Did Ohtani or Ohani? What's his name?
Ohtani homer yesterday.
Did he pitch?
No, he didn't pitch.
Oh, okay.
Which I would have paid to see.
You would have paid to see it?
Him pitch? Of course.
Yeah. Of course.
AJ, with the walls basically torn down between the leagues, is there even a necessity to call an American and National League anymore? Do we just call it Major League Baseball?
It's just Major League Baseball now.
Yeah.
It's not.
Oh, really, Jack? Well,
yes.
Fill us in on the vast difference.
The reason why is, here's the reason why, Jack. Here's the reason why I say it is. Because everyone has a DH now.
So
see, AJ, this is what we're up against here. We have a point.
And I have a point that both you numbnuts have to consider, which is there's one NFL, there's 2 conferences. They play each other all the time. It's AFC and NFC. They don't just say, it's NFL, it's NFL.
I have a word for that, though, Jack.
It's NFL.
So?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I mean.
Rundeal.com.
The
proof is in the parfait, dude.
What is the point of these walls? These membranes.
Otherwise, how are you going to do the playoffs? Duh.
So the difference in the rules is, the only difference is you only play the American League teams once a year.
Yeah.
And the other rules is Seattle, for example, does not come to Milwaukee again this year.
Okay.
Seattle will come to Milwaukee next year.
Okay.
So if you play someone on the road in the American League this year, you don't play them at home in a return trip until the following year.
God, I hope a computer does all this scheduling. This sounds like I'm getting a headache already.
Yeah.
No, they have scheduling cards. They have people.
It's awful. God.
Yeah.
Your job is to figure out the 164 plus game schedule.
Yeah, right. Exactly. And they and the thing that's interesting is they always have it done before the playoffs. The next year, which is interesting.
That is. That's someone's got an abacus and a whiteboard in the office.
Bulldog, I do have one point on your sweatshirt.
Yes.
Wisconsin had their spring game a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
They had their spring game a few weeks ago. Their defense looked really good.
Okay, good.
It wasn't on television. Their offense looked okay, but they have 3 quarterbacks that are vying for the starting position.
Okay.
So
Cool.
we'll see. 3 transfer quarterbacks, none that are recruited. They're 3 transfer quarterbacks.
That's all right. Their coach is a transfer too.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Do we
By the
call
way,
it say rebuilding year? Is that what we're doing here, or what?
No, they're just retooling.
Retooling. Okay. All right.
They started with a new program. Yes, last year was a rebuilding year, if you can call it that.
I think Mr. Shirley in Christmas Vacation said, retool this. I'll retool you.
Right.
Brian Doyle Murray.
Exactly. So yeah.
Mr. Shirley, there's only one Shirley. That's little Shirley.
That's true.
And also, Bulldog, I'm planning on coming Wednesday night.
Excellent. Fantastic. Author Circle.
I'm planning on coming Wednesday night and planning on coming to you Thursday, Jack.
Wow.
Yeah, he's got a big week.
Holy cow. All right.
Yeah.
Got the Writers Rectangle Wednesday night. Is that open to the public, Bulldog?
Always. Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. As long as you have interest in authorship of some sort, otherwise don't show up. If you're showing up to the Cedarburg Author Circle because you're into macrame, you're gonna have a really long night.
Yeah, I plan on coming on Wednesday night. I have a busy day Wednesday, but I plan on coming.
Awesome. We're gonna start actually. We collide with Beth Albright's kid theater group. They're going to 6:30, but show up at 6 anyway. We'll begin in the Maker Lab area, and then work our way into the community room. So
yeah, and I have to be done by 8 because I have to get a ride home.
Well, that works out well for us. We close at 8, so we're good.
Perfect.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll see you then. I'm excited. Yeah.
And I also have Jack. I'm planning. I have books in my room right now, so I have plenty of books for you for Thursday afternoon.
Excellent.
We'll be good to go. So
AJ is speaking at our Rotary Club on
Fantastic.
Thursday.
Very nice. Very nice.
So
AJ, this summer, actually for our summer reading program, I floated your name at a meeting last week. I hope that's okay, because I'd love to have you do a speaking bit during the summer.
No, that is perfectly fine, Bulldog.
Awesome.
I love kids, and I love speaking to the younger generation because
Fantastic.
So I love. And the only challenge I have is rides. That's the only challenge I have. So
well, I'll give you enough lead time. That's for sure. We should have this all. I have no choice but to have this figured out basically in the next 72 to 42 hours, whatever. We're on the clock here, so I'll float some dates your way.
Yeah, I got you. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Cool.
All right. Hey, get back to sports. Tell them Bulldog, you keep your yap shut for a minute here.
Yeah.
Now, what about the Boston Bruins?
Oh man, they're in trouble, man. They're in trouble, but not as much trouble as the Avalanche.
Really?
They're out.
Well, so is the Bruins.
I thought Brian Game 7 was tonight.
No, tonight's Devil and Rangers. Last night was Game 7.
Ooh.
They're out. It's an all-time choke.
This just in.
Maybe they shouldn't win as many games next
year. I heard a stat this morning. The last 10, if you win more games than anyone else in the NHL, you win the President's Trophy.
Correct.
The last 10 President's Trophy winners have not won the Stanley Cup.
Oh wow.
That's pretty interesting.
Maybe I don't know about this chasing the best. I'm not saying this because I'm a Bucks fan. I'm just saying I don't know about this chasing the best record anymore. Because it takes a lot out of you as a team.
Well, the Bucks had an interesting thing come out this last week. Oh wait, but if we have a video of Giannis, can we show it tomorrow when he talks when he answers the reporter? We'll do it.
Yes,
it was classic. But the other thing that came out is that Budenholzer
brother died.
Yeah, like the day of that thing in a car crash.
Oh, geez.
The day of the last game. So you can see why he might be a little distracted.
He wasn't dialed in,
Yeah, it's tragic. But to the positive, Giannis's answer makes you feel good about being a Bucks fan. Whether
Giannis's answer was I took Giannis's answer and I posted it to my finish page.
it's fabulous.
It says basically, Bola, just for a little teaser, it basically says there's no failure in sports. It basically says if you don't get a promotion every year, do a bad job.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
It was great on so many levels. Well, let's talk about tomorrow. We have time. We can bring it on right away with the thing.
I think kids sports need to hear that message more than anything. You know?
Right.
Well, it's good for business too. I mean, it's people.
Right on.
Anything else, people should listen to. But what about the Golden State Warriors yesterday, AJ?
Yeah, I watched that. They blew them out.
That was to me a huge surprise. Not that they won, but that they blew them out.
Steph had 50.
Yep.
Yeah, Steph won vintage and had 50 on him. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
They look good. They all look good. And the Lakers this past weekend blew out the Grizzlies by 40.
Oh, good.
So they're out.
Good.
And Dylan Brooks, the loudmouth, was fined $25,000 by the NBA for skipping interviews after they lost to LeBron and the Lakers.
Oh, shocking.
Wait. Back up. He skipped interviews and then is thus fined?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to be available to the media.
You have to be
Really?
available.
They do that in every sport.
Everybody has to be available, or just certain people?
They have to be available whether they call on you or not is another thing. You know how they every sport now has guys come up to the podium where they'll have to be, ask questions. And it's tough to do after a loss, but especially that guy, the way he was mouthing off and he's yapping. And
I think his skips got more publicized because he was yapping so much.
Yep. Well, it should.
It should.
That sounds like a self-defeating ruling, though, because if you have some clown like you're talking about here who isn't exactly helping your team or the game, maybe it would be best to not have him at the podium.
Oh no, you gotta bring him out there and make him suffer.
Oh. Okay, all right. Exactly. That's what we're doing here. Okay, I wasn't sure.
That's right.
It's like another show. We always have a post.
In jolly old England, they wouldn't have the guys executed in private. They'd have a public display of it. That's right.
Bring the bodies closer.
That's right.
Yeah, we want to. Yeah.
I'll be at the one more plug. I'll be at the nonprofit next week.
Oh, great! All right. Answering questions from the press.
Yeah.
Where aren't you going to be?
I got a busy couple weeks, man.
I'm trying to get out as much as I can before baseball starts.
I suppose, yeah.
So I'm trying to get out and about as much as. Plus, I have 45 books in my room right now, so I'm trying.
Oh. I see. All right. Well, we should.
You got 45 bucks. I'm coming over.
But no,
books.
If I had 45 books, $45, you could come over.
You know what we got to do? We got to set up like a stand for you, like on Washington Avenue or something. Just like books for sale. We'll move those things fast for you.
All right.
Finish.
I love it. I love the idea.
That would be fun. We should work on that. I would love that.
But I'm looking forward to seeing you guys this week, and we'll go from there.
All right. Meet you in person. First time. We've been virtual this whole time, man.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
All right.
Neither of you will be very impressed.
Hold up. 6 o'clock, right?
6
o'clock is the time, without a doubt.
Yes, sir. All right.
Fantastic. See you then.
Have you been to the Cedarburg Library before, Age?
No.
When you drive in, you just have the driver come around towards the back is where the ramp is. It starts at like near the back of the building.
Yep.
Hey, Jack, can you do me a favor too?
No.
Can you send the agent the address to the Rotary Club? He'd like to come.
Oh, sure. Yep.
There you go. Cool.
Thank
AJ
you,
McKinney with sports, and he is going to be all over Ozaukee County in the next couple of weeks. So you can run into him. You can meet him at the Cedarburg Authors Circle, 6 p.m. on Wednesday at the Cedarburg Public Library. And bring a couple books just in case, AJ.
I got you.
All right, cool. Fantastic. Good report today, sir. Thank you so much.
All right, boys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Catch you tomorrow.
Way to go, AJ.
All right. AJ Bocchini, our man in the field. Sometimes we let him come in, too. But usually
AJ,
in the field.
Yeah. AJ is awesome.
The best. We are very lucky to have him here. on our show. Hey, we're gonna spin a we're gonna roll tape, as they say in the real business, and we have got an interview that we recorded last week with somebody who's coming to the PAC, the end of this.
The Cedarburg PAC.
Yeah, Cedarburg CPAC. Excuse me. End of this week, right? Friday.
Yep, Friday night, 7:30. Tickets are still available, although they are going fast. This guy was an excellent interview, and you can just tell the way he talks and the way he flutters his fingers over the keys.
Oh yeah.
And he said, we asked him what should people expect, and he said engagement.
I suspect it's going to be a hell of a good time.
Yeah.
He just seems like a guy. He seems like a natural showman. I think we're in good hands here in Cedarburg.
Yeah. I'm going. Our own twinkler of the keys, TFS, is coming to the show.
Oh, very nice.
This
Cool.
Friday night.
Excellent. Very nice.
He's stoked. So
fantastic. All right, well, we're going to run this tape, and Jack and I are going to hit the coffee machine early. So here on a Monday, we'll go shovel.
Lisa Curtis tomorrow.
Yeah, Tuesday is Lisa Curtis with the local scene. We'll see if we can get her to admit to all sorts of things that she doesn't want to admit to.
And Dr. Ben will be back next week.
That's huge.
We got both have so much visual ammunition to make him ill.
Oh my God! Backlog with burgers and junk food and preservatives and red dye number 5. We got it all.
Pizza is my favorite, and I found a pizza that will make you ill.
Oh, fantastic!
So just by looking at it, at least made me ill.
Outstanding.
Yes.
Very good. All right. Here's the tape from last week. Michael Cavanaugh. We recorded this on Thursday, I believe. Right? Thursday.
Whatever.
Okay.
Coming to the CPAC. Hey, we got to get this. Can you clip this bit of him and make it available to me so that I can?
Yes, that's going to happen today.
Good.
Yeah,
good.
Thank you. That clip will be ready. I'll actually post the clip individually on the Cedarburg on the CPL Radio Facebook page, and I'll probably put it on YouTube too. So I don't know if you need the clip. You could probably just share the link if you want.
Yep, that'll work.
I'll send you the link.
Yeah, and I got one more thing for you since we're doing the meeting on air. I want to send you a message I just got from StreamYard. So just
about Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah. No worries. I'll get that covered. There's something.
I took a picture of it and was going to send it to you.
Yeah. Nope. It's all good. It's an easy one. So perfect.
Okay.
Michael Cavanaugh and 2 brilliant broadcasters coming at you right here. Adios, everybody. See you.
Thanks, AJ.
Thanks, AJ. Bye bye.
A little Shirley to you. Got Jeff to back off. He's usually talking all the time, so this is going to work. This is going to work out really well. But we are honored to be joined here. I mean that by Michael Cavanaugh, who's going to be playing at the Cedarburg Performing Arts Center next Friday evening, the 5th, and bringing his talents and his charisma and everything else to our little corner of the world, and we really appreciate it.
You got it. Looking forward to it.
Welcome to the show. Michael, I was reading a lot about you, and you've been doing this. Your parents started you on this journey with the first piano, correct?
Yeah, I mean, my mom bought the piano just because she always wanted to have one, and she plays a little bit. She didn't know if any of her kids were going to play it. And I just attacked the thing from day one.
Very cool. I love the video on your website about the career day that with all the kids with the realistic careers, and then you, the actor playing you, says I know exactly what I'm being. You had it all stocked out, which is very cool.
Yeah, that was a fun thing. We play that before the show a lot. It's
nice.
That little kid, he's cooler than I was as a little kid, but he did a good job.
he did a good job, right.
Yeah, he did a great job. And actually the lady playing the teacher is his mom in real life.
Oh, nice. Well, she's used to giving him the business.
She's used to scolding him a little bit. Yeah.
Yes.
It's good.
But I really respect artists, any artist, whether I'm a fan of their music or not, because you took the leap. I mean, you said, I'm going to do this, and you went after it. So I think that is just, there cannot be enough respect and props to you for doing that. That's really cool. That's
great. It worked out. Yeah, I was like, whether I live on Park Avenue or a park bench, this is what I'm doing.
Very cool.
There are benefits to both, really. Actually,
there definitely are benefits to both. Yes.
There's so many things I want to ask you, but let's start on the show if we could, Michael, and talk about what you're going to be bringing to our stage. And it actually is a very nice stage. The acoustics are great. for a little town, like a little burg that we have
Yeah.
here.
I love
Can you
little
tell us?
burgs. I'm from
Yeah.
Middleburg Heights, Ohio. I love little burgs.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, this is Cedarburg, and I call it Hooterburg, like Petticoat Junction. But you, can you tell us what your show encompasses and what the thought and is behind it?
Oh, it's going to be a ton of songs you've never heard of like this. You know.
I know about
this?
20 or 30.
Yeah. So, yeah, you know, when you're starting with the music of Billy Joel and Elton John, you've kind of got a lot to work with, right? So my job, two things. First of all, don't screw it up because these guys are my heroes. And the other thing is I want to engage with the audience. I want us all to be pals. We're all hanging out together. No matter how big the stage is or how small the stage is, I like it to feel the same way. And, you know, I've performed with the Milwaukee Symphony, and that's a bigger situation. I performed with the Boston Pops on July 4th for 500,000 people.
Wow.
And I do smaller shows as well. And I like there to be a connection either way.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I was listening to some of your concerts before, and even when you're with the symphony, you're still like, "Hey, come on, you know the words, guys." It's just fantastic.
Yeah.
It's
I'll
fabulous.
still pick on people. Yeah. Friendly peer pressure. Yes.
Yes. Is there an artist that you play that you feel the most connected to, and why, if there is one?
Well, you mean between Billy and Elton?
Yeah, I see you have there are others. Is this show just Billy and Elton, the two of them?
As far as I know, it's primarily Billy and Elton.
Okay.
You know, we always throw in a surprise or two.
Yeah.
But in general, I think it's music of Billy and Elton. Well, I mean, I would have to pick, if you're going to force me to, I would have to pick Billy just because I worked for him and I worked with him. So I was in his show on Broadway, and
Wow.
so he was there all the time when we were getting going. And the first time I had to do this stuff in front of him, I couldn't sleep for a couple of weeks. But he always made me feel great. He made me feel relaxed. And, you know, if I would make a mistake in front of him, he would just be like, you know. It was great because it actually was, you know, he treated me like a colleague, not like some guy off the street that was, you know, getting the chance of a lifetime, even though that's what it was, kind of.
If you're going to be razzed about flubbing a Billy Joel song, I think it's best to be razzed by Billy Joel.
Right.
I remember we were in the workshop for moving out, and it was right after 9/11, 12 days after 9/11.
Ooh.
Dating myself a little here. And we're doing Uptown Girl. And Uptown Girl has all these verses, and I went into the wrong one. So I'm singing like Uptown Girl, and the backup guys are singing High Class Toys. And Billy was like, yeah. And I honestly, it made me relax. I was like, you know, he understands. And I've been around Billy enough and been to enough shows of him and Elton to know that they are also human beings. You know, they're legendary human beings, but they're human beings.
Very cool. Billy picked you out after watching a couple of songs, from what I read, in Las Vegas.
Well, he watched me for an hour, and one thing led to another. I didn't know that the moving out thing was already being worked on. Like, he had already met with Twyla Tharp. And at that time, I'm not even sure at that moment that they knew there was going to be a central piano man for this Broadway show. Moving out, you can see I got the poster. Oh, right back there. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. There. They weren't. I don't know if they knew at that moment whether the characters were going to sing or whether there would be a piano man. Once they knew there was going to be a piano man, Billy thought I would be a great guy for it. So, although I still had to win over Twyla Tharp, I still had to win over the producers, the Nederlanders. You know, it's a pretty good place to start when I had Billy's thumbs up.
Yeah. Absolutely. Because I have to ask you about Twyla Tharp, what it was like working with her, because she's like, to me, one of the Mount Rushmore of creative artists that this country has ever had the pleasure of seeing or producing. What was it like working with her?
A lot of things. It was amazing. It was very intense. It was frightening. It was incredible. It was life-changing. So Twyla she's a creative genius, and she wants to do things a certain way. And sometimes it takes us a second to see her vision. But in our case, she was right. She was, you know, I remember there was one time she wanted to do something, And I was like, well, I don't know about that. And that wasn't the brightest thing I've ever said in my life. And turned out she was right. She was right. And, because I was coming at it purely from this diehard Billy Joel fan that couldn't imagine anything being tweaked at all. And, we were very faithful to Billy's music with a few artistic changes that really, really make sense if you're watching the show. And she knew all along what to do. So there you go.
Yeah.
She was great. I remember the day a bunch of us got nominated for Tonys, and I showed up at the theater, and she was like, she just grabbed me and started jumping up and down and dancing around and hooting and hollering, and it was really cool. It was great.
It's fantastic.
I didn't like making mistakes in front of her too much.
No,
we're all human.
Right. Let's go back to the show if we could, Michael. What should people be prepared for in the show? What do you say? This is what is going to happen.
Well, like I said before, be prepared for that interaction. I'm not going to make them stand up and do the chicken dance, but I'm going to, I'm going to give them incentive to, and it works. It works. Because these are, like I said, these are songs they know. They know Rocket Man. They know Crocodile Rock. They know, you may be right. They know these songs. At least I'm pretty sure they do.
Yeah, I would think so.
They know Piano Man. So it's just a lot of fun. Sometimes, even though it's in a theater, they might be a little surprised by, and when I say party atmosphere, I don't mean like, we're a party band playing an Animal House party. It's not that. It's still, it's in a theater and we respect our surroundings, but it's just a lot of fun. Like it's a place to forget about life for a while, right? That's what it is.
Excellent, perfect. And you said a band. What do you bring with you, Michael? As far as
on this show, and it's actually really cool. This show is, I'm bringing my bass player and my drummer, and we're going back kind of to the roots. It's piano, bass, drums, and obviously I'm singing, and there'll be some background vocals as well.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go back to like the Elton John album 11/17/70, where he's doing like "Take Me to the Pilot," and it's just raw and rootsy.
Yeah,
it's really cool. We really dig into what these songs, the nucleus of what these songs are.
That's awesome.
Trust me, it sounds huge.
Yeah.
The piano is a huge instrument, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I play a lot of instruments, but there is no, in my opinion, there's no instrument in the world that could sound as huge as a piano all by itself. And my rhythm section's crazy good, and it's going to be awesome.
Excellent. Great. Is there a song you say, this is the one I live to play for? Is there one or not?
Kind of, I would say it changes on a day-to-day basis, but a song that is pretty tough to beat is this, right? Scenes from an Italian Restaurant, for people who don't know, because it just, it's like three songs in one. As a matter of fact, I think it originally was three different songs that became one. And to me, it's a masterpiece, know? So whether it's that or whether it's, that to me is like if these people are into this music at all, they're going to love that song. Then there's songs where I'll read the audience and we'll see, like, I'll get a feel for if they're more of a, some people just want to hear Benny the Jets and Rocket Man and Your Song and
Tiny Dancer.
I'm Still Standing, and then there's some people that want to hear Funeral for a Friend, Love Lies Bleeding. So I kind of get the feel.
Nice.
So I love playing Funeral for a Friend, Love Lies Bleeding, but we'll see. It's there. I'm gonna read it. Because it is so hard to get in. It's hard enough to do one of these artists. And even if you do one of these artists, they're going to say, I can't believe you didn't do this. I can't believe you didn't do this. But when you do two of them, you got to make your choices, right? So I'm going to try to hit as many people between the eyes as I can.
Well, Scenes from an Italian Restaurant, that song is what clinched it for me for Billy Joel. I mean, I had heard, the pop, the really big hits, but going through that Stranger album and then hearing that song where it was in that album, I was like, what the fuck is that? That is so good.
Yeah.
On the flip side, the Tumbleweed Connection album of Elton's is the one that put me over the edge. And I scream at people. I'm like, no, you never, because not a lot of people have heard that. It's a strange album. It has a weird like one-off thing. I'm like, that's the one.
Yeah.
Mine was Honky Chateau. That's the one that did it for me.
That's
With Elton. That's fantastic.
I love doing. That is one of my favorites. All this.
Awesome.
I mean, I love that stuff. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I love it.
Oh man,
Great
it's just
stuff.
fabulous.
We're gonna have fun.
Oh yeah, big time.
Fantastic.
And you will be loved here. Is there anything you say? Why didn't those dumbs ask me this? Is there something that no one's ever asked you that they should ask you?
What's the one?
Yeah, what's
The one thing I've never been asked.
that you want to be asked, not that
I
you're
want
like,
to be asked.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. You know, I've
Let's
done
do one
quite
for
a
the
few
kids.
interviews.
You know, mom and dad are yelling at them to practice their piano. Let's ask you that: how much, even to this day, how much do you play a day? Do you think? Are we talking 3 hours, 5 hours? Have you spent 8 hours playing?
It's funny you said that. I don't know if you saw. I put a thing on Instagram and Facebook a couple days ago because we just got back from. We did a show in Hawaii, on the island of Kauai with the symphony.
Oh wow!
And I'm sitting on the beach, and it's on my Instagram and it's on my Facebook, and I got the ocean behind me, and I'm sitting here in shorts and a tank top. I'm like, hey, it's a work day. Hey, we're doing a show, and then I end with practice your piano, kids. That's what I end it with.
There you go.
So, and the funny thing is, so my piano teacher from when I was a kid happened to watch it. He was like, practice, and he put a question mark because I didn't always practice I didn't always practice this. But I played for hours and hours a day. So I probably played 4 or 5 hours a day coming up, and I probably played 4 or 5 hours a day on the guitar too coming up. So now it depends how many, if I'm doing show after show after show after show, then I don't usually have a keyboard in my hotel room.
Sure.
When I'm at home, it depends. Hour, 2 hours a day, probably.
Okay. Yeah.
Is what I do. It's amazing. As long as I've been doing this, if I go on vacation and I don't touch a keyboard for a week, I'm like, somebody change the order of these things.
Scales, cadences, and
So
arpeggios.
the first song.
Yeah.
It's like exercise. You don't do it for a while. It's like, what happened?
Yeah.
Muscle
Yeah,
memory. Absolutely.
Which, how much does it take you to physically get ready when you're going on tour for these shows? I mean, you're exerting some energy.
Well, I do focus a lot on a lot of things. Physically, I do exercise pretty intensely 6 days a week, which can get tough when you travel. There's times I get up at 2 a.m. before a 6 a.m. flight to work out.
Oof.
I'm not real happy about it.
Right.
But it helps me keep my wind, when if I'm playing and singing all this crazy stuff. And also vocally, I do hour and a half. I'd say an average of an hour and a half a day of vocal warm-ups.
Wow. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Really physical thing. People don't really, I think, appreciate the physicality of what you do.
They don't. I try to tell people, if you want to know what it's like, go like this on your desk and start yelling for 2 hours straight, and then see how you feel at the end of it. That's kind of what it feels like. People are like,
You just described our show, actually, that we do in the morning.
Yeah,
that's
there you
that's
go.
kind of essentially it.
You've been watching. Thanks. All right.
That's good. So you guys could do my gig too.
Flip-flop next week. That sounds
Perfect.
good.
Perfect.
Excellent. Great. Well, I'm really glad you could stop by. It's a great.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You made it easy. You sent me a StreamYard link. Perfect. Boom. Here we are.
Excellent.
Modern technology.
Yeah, without a doubt. Absolutely. Well, we'll look forward to you in Cedarburg here. That's
awesome.
Really exciting. And we'll make sure we spread the word as best we can in town and sing it from the rooftops, as they say.
Awesome, guys.
Definitely.
See you next week.
Thank you very much.
Michael
really
Cavanaugh,
appreciate
thank
it.
you. Nice to
Thank
meet you.
you.
Take care.
Bravo.
Excellent.
Bye.